Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. It's Friday. We are setting our goals for the week. It is awesome. I hope you have a nice beverage. I have my coffee for the first for the first thing in the morning. It is early for a Good Friday. I hope you are enjoying your Good Friday. If you have it off, um this is the only thing I have to do today. I am taking the weekend off and I'm so excited about it. I am giving myself permission to just have a long weekend. I had a great week, and we'll see where this goes. So let me start off the bat that if you have not already picked up the goal setting live stream workbook, the template is in the description box. So grab that, pick that up. You can follow along, print it off. Then if you will already have all of the fields that we're going to go through step by step. We're going to work through it. If you don't, you can grab it for next time. But just know that I do have a template. It is a free printable, and you can just pop down, grab it, and we will set some goals. It's good for both the weekly and the monthly template. It's got both templates in there. So that's what we're going to do. Today, we are going to set some weekly goals. After that, we might have a little bit of coffee time. We might have a little bit of Q&A. We'll see how we are running on time. But first, we are going to review last week's goals. We're going to take a quick audit of our progress and see how we are progressing, what works, what doesn't work. Let's get some more light. And then we'll set our goals for the coming week. If you are part of the replay crew, welcome, welcome. I love you. Just stay as you are. You can pause this if I move a little bit too fast. Just pause and take your time. Sip the coffee. Enjoy life. There's no rush. I will also timestamp in the description. So before we get into this, if this is your new time, if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Terrell, and this is Absolutely Studying. I bootstrapped my way through university while juggling a full-time job and a family. It was tough. It was really tough. But now I want to pay it forward. I want to supply you with all of the resources and support that you'll need to flourish in your academic career. Today, we are setting goals, and we are going to, of course, start out by checking our progress from last week. So let's not play around anymore. Let's just jump right in. So grab last week's goals. If you have them in the printable, 2 thumbs up. If not, find out where you wrote them down, and I hope you did. Writing down your goals is always going to be the best way to actually keep them and make progress on them. And this is why. When your goals are written down, and especially when you post them somewhere that you will see them often. So in the front of your on your weekly spread in your Bujo or your planner, on your desk, on your night table, anywhere that you put these goals. If you see them every day, you are reminded of them, and you are reminded to consciously take steps to achieve them. And so that's why we write them down, and that's why we post them. So I hope while I was going through that whole blurb, you were able to find your goals, 3 to 5 if you set them with me last week. And let's get started. So how many did you set? Like I said, I like to stick with about 3. 3 is a manageable number. And then sometimes if you get those 3 done in record time, you can set some more, or you can get a head start on next week's, and you can feel good. It's easier to feel good about achieving 3 than to feel bad about not achieving 5. So how many of those 3 did you complete? If you were with me last time, we were setting SMART goals. So that is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. So you set very specific goals for a set due date, and you know exactly the metrics to tell you if you completed it or not. And now is the time for you to have like a little drum roll and decide, did you actually achieve them? Did you get 100%? Did you get 75%? Did you do it or not? And did you achieve some of them and not the others? That is also really important. So maybe you got 3 of the 5 or 2 of the 3 done. Maybe you got one 100% done, but the other ones you only finished partially. Like, how did you do? And where exactly did you fall short? Fill that out as well. Now, while you are going through and doing this, look back on last week. Make sure that you are subscribed. Also, like this video so other people can get some little goal setting weekly planning motivation and join our little crew. I do have a very ambitious goal this year to hit 10,000 subscribers. It is huge. Don't laugh at me. I'm just putting it out there. So help me. Help me help you. Okay, let's move on. So now we have looked back at our goals. We have decided what worked and what did not. So what we achieved and what did not. So what worked? What actually worked in setting these goals? Did you do the stepwise manner and break everything down into the little tasks like we talked about last week? Or did you just kind of try and brute force it and hope that you would do it weekly? Did you have a plan or did you restructure your time? There is an endless possibility of different ways that you can break down a plan to meet these goals. So, what worked? And then, alternatively, what went wrong? Did your plan fall through? Did you just kind of fall out of routine, or did you get really, really busy? What, when you look back at anything, even if you still achieved your goals, because even if you, let's stick this in here. It is obviously a weekday. I got tags. We're professionals here. I've got tags hanging out, but it's just a cozy Friday morning. I am up here in Canada and we had a massive blizzard for the last 2 days. So all of our spring melt is gone. We've got a ton of snow outside. It's just a cozy Friday morning for me. So while we are going back and looking at what went wrong over this past week, one of the questions I want you to decide is, was it avoidable? Is this something that you can fix in the future, or is this something that you had no control over? Sometimes if you fall behind because you had a ton of due dates, even with the best planning, it's unavoidable and you're going to have a stressful week. So having too many outside goals on top of achieving just your regular obligations is going to be tough, and that's okay. It's okay that you had 1 week where you didn't perform at 100%, and sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes it's just that the world happens. So now that we've decided if any of it was avoidable, the next thing we want to know is, what will you do again? What habits or tasks or things that you tried last week would you 100% unequivocally, I said it first try, do again? And what would you do differently? So just take a couple minutes and write that down. Write down what you would do again. What would you do differently? Maybe you would try doing your study sessions differently. Maybe you would want to make a more comprehensive study plan. If you do have any questions about that, this is a great time for the sponsor message. So this Friday goal setting live stream is sponsored by my Absolutely Studying's digital course. So it is a digital course and it takes you through all of the essential study skills, right from sitting down, getting organized, right from the start with your desk, your time, how to use your planner. We start right at the basics and work all the way through creating a comprehensive reading strategy so that you are not just sitting down and reading and taking notes and reading and taking notes. This reading strategy will really multiply your mental associations to help with recall and memory retention. It helps to increase your understanding because you are doing several steps within this reading strategy and it is intentional and it is going to help you to understand and retain the information better. We also have an entire unit just on note taking and how to really get yourself prepared to attend lecture and to actually get all of the notes that you need, I'm sorry, to get all of the notes you need, to get down all of the information you need to get the best takeaway from every single lecture. We all know about the forgetting curve and how you forget more than 60% of what you learned within 24 hours of learning it. This is going to help you reduce that number and stay on top of the forgetting curve. It also goes through habits of successful students and how to make a plan for success. It goes through this entire process from beginning to end. There are 5 modules and more than 30 units, and you can just take them one at a time and just slowly implement them into your study strategy. There are workbooks and extra resources to go through each of them, and I am always available to help if you need. There are also a whole bunch of premium options to throw in there and get a little bit of extra study support. So if you are at all interested, the link is in the description. That is the Absolutely Studying Essential Study Skills digital course, and it is available on my website right now. There is a free module up for you to take a little test drive. So head on over and try it today. So now it is finally time to set next week's goals. I'm so excited. So, what are your top 3 things that you want to accomplish? Write them down. What are these goals going to be? And how are they going to help you with the big picture? What will accomplishing these 3 simple goals mean to your monthly goals or your yearly goals? If you are asking for more study support, if you are going to throw in more study support, then or study activities or have more focused study activities, how is that going to help you? Is it going to help you retain the information better so that you will get a better grade on your exam and a better mark on your class? If you are needing to do productivity to build a business, for example, is this going to work towards actually getting content published, or is this going to actually work towards making a sale? What is the actual outcome from what this making this small goal going to be in the big picture? How is it going to help you? Let's actually write that down so that we can see that this is a step that's going to get us forward. If this goal is not going to work towards a bigger goal, then it might not be the goal you want to set. You want to work towards those big goals. So now let's just take a minute to take those goals, the 3 goals that you made, and let's break them down. Break them down into a whole bunch of tasks that'll take you just a handful of minutes to accomplish. So, for example, if you're doing an assignment or even if you're writing a blog post, let's start out with coming up with a topic, spending 15 minutes on research, maybe brainstorming, maybe making an outline. What are the basic steps that are going to get that done that we can then start working on throughout the week and crossing off? Make sure that these tasks are something that you can finish in about anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. Nice, short, simple tasks that don't take a lot of preparation or a lot of commitment to actually do. So once you are all done there, we are done. We are done setting our goals for the week. I'm so glad that you joined me this week. I am excited to go and take the rest of my weekend off. I'm really, as you can tell, I'm really excited about this long weekend. My reward for myself was if I get all of my stuff done this week, I could have the entire long weekend. Normally, I just take Sundays off and I leave Friday and Saturday. Obviously, Friday I would normally still be working and I would normally also have some obligations to do on Saturday, but Sunday, if I'm done, I'm off. And this week, because of the long weekend, I decided that starting Friday, I'm off if I have everything. So this was my last hurrah, and I am off for the weekend. What is your reward? Make sure that you are also putting down a reward for getting all of your goals accomplished within the specified time frame. Also, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every week, and they are always about study tips, organizational hacks, and homework help to help you with the study struggle. I am also down for that huge goal this year of hitting 10K. Fingers crossed. I really want to get there. So next week's lives are up on my events page. So head over to the website, www.absolutelystudying.com, and check out my events page. And hopefully you can join for next week's events, or you can check out one of my other live streams. I will also have my weekly members or my monthly members event up. And so that will be super exciting. Don't forget also just to head down in the description and check out the link for the Absolutely Studying's Essential Study Skills digital course. My mouth is already on holidays. There is the free module up. I would love to have you in there. I am always in and around helping out my students for the one of my students had a massive milestone this week, and I am just so excited. She got 2 of her assignments back yesterday. Well, one was yesterday, one was the day before, for 2 different classes. One was a term paper, another was an assignment, and she got 100% on both of them. I am so proud of her, my rock star queen. She did so amazing. 100%. She sent me, as soon as she saw her mark, she took a quick screenshot and she sent it to me. She's like, oh my God, my term paper. I cannot believe this. And I was just like, yeah, you deserve it. We worked so hard on it. And I just wanted to give her a little shout out. She knows who she is. So congratulations. I am so proud of you. Now, until next week, I hope you all have an amazing adventure.